Turning to the coronavirus, we could be on the verge of a major landmark in that fight. The New York Times reports the Pfizer vaccine could get full FDA approval today, taking it beyond its current emergency use authorization. And it comes as the U.S. is consistently topping 100,000 new COVID cases every day. That's for the first time since January. We're joined now by Dr. Ashish Jha, Dean of Brown University School of Public Health. Dr. Jha, good morning. Good day to have you on here because it could be a big day in this fight against the coronavirus. What effect do you believe full authorization could have on our vaccine rate in this country?
Yeah, good morning, and thanks for having me here. I think this is really good news if it comes through. And I actually think it's going to end up making a pretty big difference. I mean, for some people, the emergency use has been a barrier to getting vaccinated. And for a lot of companies and businesses and schools, they have been waiting for this full approval before mandating vaccines. So I think it's going to set off a whole new wave of vaccinations, which I think will be very helpful given where we are as a country.
Do you think that increase in the vaccination rate will happen naturally as people see this full authorization, or does something more need to be done from a public health point of view to bring people on board?
I think it'll help some portion of people, maybe 5 or 10% of the population, I think, is holding out for this, and I think that will help that group. But I also think a lot of big businesses are waiting, and with this full approval, they'll feel a lot more comfortable asking their employees to get vaccinated.
Yeah. Dr. Jha, we're looking at booster shots now in the fall. We've had trouble getting a lot of people to take that first or second shot. What do you think we need to do to get people to take booster shots?
Yeah, so look, booster shots are going to be necessary for some people. I don't think every American is going to need it, but certainly high-risk people, immunocompromised, older people, people with chronic diseases. I think those folks are going to be up for it, and I think they're going to get the boosters because they know it's going to offer that extra level of protection. I don't think this should dissuade anybody from getting vaccinated, given where we are right now as a country with more than 100,000 infections. This is not a good time to be unvaccinated, so I hope people get started.
Dr. Jha, are you among those who think the call for a booster shot is premature at this point? Is that what you're saying? That for most people, I mean?
I don't. Look, the data is emerging on this, and so we've got to continue to follow what the data is. And the data from Israel, for instance, is really compelling that after about 6 months, after your second shot, the immunity starts waning a little bit. And therefore, I think the administration made the right call, certainly for high-risk people. I want to see a little more data on average people with normal kind of risk profile. I'm not convinced yet that they need a booster. They might. We want to see where the data goes.
Yeah, because people are saying, how do we know getting a third shot is safe? A lot of people are worried and wondering about that, but I'm paying attention to you. Listen, the FDA has issued a warning because some people are now taking a livestock dewormer. It's a veterinarian medicine. I love the FDA issuing a warning this morning that says this: you're not a horse, you're not a cow, stop it. Could you weigh in on this, just the fact that people even think that this is a viable option?
Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there about this medicine called ivermectin, which is used largely in livestock, suggesting that somehow it's this very effective medicine. Look, the clinical trials have been run. We have not seen any evidence that ivermectin is helpful for people with COVID. If that evidence emerges, the FDA and all of us will call for people to use it. But right now, people going to livestock shows and veterinarians and getting this medicine is very, very dangerous.
All right, Dr. Jha, and to all the cows and horses out there, of course, we do wish them a speedy recovery.
Yes, you're not a horse or a cow.
No. Dr. Jha, thank you very much.